ordered any new boats since the last time I saw you?
Sold them today.
Did you?
Actually, I haven't.
That's good.
Small one.
Yeah.
Get a clear spot.
Don't make room for another one now.
I'll get room for the other last one.
Yeah.
Move that.
Yeah, that's right, I forgot. Yeah.
Yeah. Keep getting them thrown at me though, I tell you.
So it happens
They're
with
not
me.
hard to find.
Yeah. No, not at all.
You just gotta find the ones that are worth it.
Mm-hmm.
Seems to be what I do these days.
All right, I've got 5 o'clock. I'll call the meeting to order today, Monday, June 17th, 2024. Roll call, we have Selectman Eric Eaton, Mackenzie Jewett, Kevin Buck, myself, Jamie Thurlow, Town Manager Jesse Dunbar, and Town Clerk Sarah Abbott. And Howdy has called in sick this evening.
I make a motion to excuse Howdy Goodwin from tonight's meeting.
Second. It's been moved and seconded to excuse Howdy Goodwin from tonight's meeting. Is there any discussion? All those in favor? Adoption of agenda. Is there anything anyone would like to change on the agenda? All right, we have approval of minutes. We have the minutes from June, it says 6th, but it's June 3rd, I believe.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Make a motion to approve the minutes of Monday, June 3rd, 2024.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to approve the minutes from Monday, June 3rd, 2024. Is there any discussion? All those in favor?
I'll abstain, I was absent.
Approval of warrants. We have warrant 114 for $14,007.79, 115 for $8,888.84, 116 for $13,141.23, 117 for $28,626.07, 118 for $1,237, 119 for $13,877.35, and warrant 120 for $132,387.91.
I motion to approve warrants 114 through 120.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to approve warrants 114 through 120. Is there any discussion? All those in favor? All right, next we have committee appointments. We have a whole list of committee appointments here. We'll start off first with Harbor Committee. We have 2 seats available, and we have not received any new applicants. Now they're held by Josh Lawson and Steve Carter, and both of them are willing to serve again.
I'll make a motion to appoint Josh Lawson to the commercial fisherman seat on the Harbor Committee expiring June 30th, 2027.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to appoint Josh Lawson to the commercial fishing seat on the Harbor Committee with term expiring June 30th, 2027. Is there any discussion? All those in favor?
I'll make a motion to appoint Steve Carter to the commercial fisherman seat on the Harbor Committee expiring June 30th, 2027.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to appoint Steve Carter to the commercial fishing seat on the Harbor Committee with term expiring June 30th, 2027. Is there any discussion? All those in favor?
How many commercial fishermen seats are on there? They both expire the same year.
I know.
Maybe that ought to be modified at some point.
Yep. That is good. I was just thinking that. I wondered if there were 3, but
Yeah.
there's just 2.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, next we have library trustees. 3 seats are available on here, and we have, 3 expiring seats, currently held by Martha Donovan, Carrie Pratt, and they would like to be reappointed, and
Rick Smith was reached today. He also would like to be reappointed.
oh, okay, he has been.
Yep.
Yep.
And then you have a vacant seat, so a 4th seat.
Mhm.
I did have one update. I spoke to the chair of the library trustees, Rachel Horman Ramos, called today, and she's back in her role as chair. She's had a leave of absence, and she was wondering if you could postpone appointing new members until the library trustees has had a chance to look them over, meet with them, or interview them. So I said I would let you know that she was making that request. It's up to you.
Sure.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We make the decision now, so it's kinda hard to, as far as, or maybe they just.
I
you
mean, they can
mean
give us
like-
a recommendation.
Okay,
Yeah.
give us a recommendation, I
You
get it.
can.
Yep,
They can.
Yeah.
Does she want us to do the other ones? Or
Yeah,
do we
she
do
was
them
fine.
all
She
later?
was- she said if you wanted to reappoint anybody, she didn't have any concerns with that, but.
okay.
And they're all the same expiration date, right?
Yes.
I motion to appoint Martha Donovan, Catherine Pratt, and Rick Smith to 3 library board of trustees, with the term expiring June 30th, 2027.
Second?
It's been moved and seconded to appoint Martha Donovan, Catherine Pratt, and Rick Smith to the Library Board of Trustees with term expiring June 30th, 2027. We wanna make sure that everybody knows we're gonna go back to this
Yep.
just at our next meeting.
Yeah.
Is there any discussion? All those in favor? Okay. Next, we have planning board. We have 2 seats, and they are currently held by Brett Witham and Lawson Wilson, and we have also had an application from Renee Hodgson.
Yes. And Renee did want me to pass along that she was bummed she couldn't make it tonight, but she was out of town for Father's Day weekend, coming back tomorrow. Otherwise, she'd have been here with me.
I'll make a motion to appoint, they both expire at the same time, right?
Yep.
To appoint Brett Witham and Renee Hodgson to a seat on the planning board with term expiring June 30th, 2027.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to appoint Brett Witham and Renee Hodgson to a seat on the planning board with term expiring June 30th, 2027. Is there any discussion? All those in favor? All right, next we have Board of Appeals. We have 3 seats open, and the current seat holders are, I thought we had 2 seats open.
There's 2 regular and 1 alternate.
One alternate, okay.
Yep.
Yep. So the current seat holders are Richard Cohen and Marcia Madeira, sorry.
Yep.
And the alternate is Patty Pinkham.
Yep.
Has Patty Pinkham shown any interest of not doing the alternate and becoming like a full-time?
I actually think, now that you mention it, let's see if I can look. I feel like last time she applied for the full, and we tabled it to ask her if she wanted to be alternate instead,
Okay.
for whatever reason. I'll see if I can.
And Joseph Paolino, I'm probably gonna mess that up. Is that today? Are you interested in Board of Appeals?
If I can be of any help, sure.
You checked off a lot of boxes, so I'm like, okay.
Let's start coffee.
Sorry, I probably hacked up your last
Yeah.
name too.
Sorry, I didn't realize you were there. Would you like to speak or introduce yourself or any?
Yeah, I'm Joe Polino. We moved here in the beginning of the year,
Mhm.
and so as I had written to you, as if I can be of any help, I'm happy to help out. I've worked for an American company abroad for about 35 years, and so we've come here, and I'm kind of doing some consulting work while we're here. But I have free time if there's
thank you.
Just to confirm, last year Patty did apply for the full seat, and I emailed her. At the time, Mike Hayes was serving as the alternate and wished to serve in full. So we asked if I could see if she was willing to do alternate, and she had said, yes, that's fine. So she had applied for the full position the first time.
Okay, then I'm gonna make a motion to appoint Marsha Madeira to the seat on the appeals board expiring 2027 town meeting.
Second?
It's been moved and seconded to appoint Marsha Madeira to a seat on the appeals board with term expiring 2027 town meeting. Is there any discussion? All those in favor?
And then I'm going to make a motion to appoint Patricia Pinkham to the seat on the appeals board expiring 2027 town meeting.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to appoint Patricia Pinkham to a seat on the appeals board with term expiring at the 2027 town meeting. Is there any discussion? All those in favor?
And do you think Richard Cohen would be interested in the alternate seat, or do you wanna reach out to him and,
I can ask.
or do you want us to appoint him to that and he can say
That's
yes?
up to you.
Why don't you ask?
Ask him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're gonna leave the alternate seat for the Board of Appeals. Okay. And that's another one we've gotta come back to. All right, next we have the Sustainability Committee. There are 4 at-large seats, 1 select board seat open on this committee for the term expiring June 30th, 2027. Current seat holders are Elaine Eaton, Lawson Wilson, Kevin Buck, you don't know that guy, and Rick Smith. And we've received applications from Renee Hutchton, Wanda Ellis, and Joe Polino. I'll try. Thought I did.
We'll get it. I'll make a motion to appoint Elaine Eaton, Lawson Wilson, and Kevin Buck to the at-large seats on the Sustainability Committee with term expiring June 30th, 2027.
I think I'm the select board seat.
Yeah.
No, just kidding. All right, Elaine and Lawson. First, then you're by yourself? Or? Okay, and Kevin Buck as the select board seat. Did I crucify that pretty well?
That's fine. I can turn that over to anyone who wants it, by the way.
No, you're doing a good job.
Yeah.
Attaboy.
I'll
Howdy's,
second.
howdy's
Okay,
not
good,
here.
Poor Howdy, yeah, sign him up.
It's been moved and seconded to elect Elaine Eaton, Lawson Wilson on the Sustainability Committee for at-large seats with term expiring June 30th, 2027, and for Kevin Buck to be the Select Board seat on the Sustainability Committee with term expiring June 30th, 2027. Sound good? Any discussion? All those in favor?
And then I'll make a motion to appoint Joseph Paolini to the
Polino.
at-large seat,
Second.
right?
Yeah.
Okay. It's been moved and seconded to appoint Joseph Polino to an at-large seat on the Sustainability Committee with term expiring June 30th, 2027. Is there any discussion? All those in favor?
Sorry, I did that
Thank you.
totally backwards.
Is that it? Or is
That's it?
One more.
Yeah. I thought
Oh,
that
we
was
have one more. so- Yes,
Oh, sorry.
4 and 1.
And for the record, I would assume Rick is interested, he just didn't,
He didn't mention it when you spoke with him, but.
I didn't speak to him,
Oh,
Rachel,
okay.
did about the library.
But he never reached out to you about this one?
No, I mean, I don't know, you,
I haven't talked with him in a while. I haven't spoken to him about that.
What about Wanda Ellis? We just put Renee on the planning board.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not sure
Rick's done a good job. Yeah. I'll make a motion to nominate, to appoint Rick Smith at the at-large seat on the Sustainability Committee with term expiring June 30th, 2027.
Second.
Been moved and seconded to appoint Rick Smith to the at-large seat on the Sustainability Committee, with term expiring June 30th, 2027. Is there any discussion? All those in favor? Now that's all those. That's all those ones.
It's always fun.
Okay, so we only have two we have to come back to, Library and Board of Appeals. Okay. Next, we have regular business. The first thing is Southwest Harbor Police Department's contract. We're here.
Yay.
Made it. Just a quick, follow-up on it, I guess, it's in your memo, but, the chief and I worked on drafting contracts, based on other contracts in the state of Maine, largely Millinocket and East Millinocket. We went over it, a couple revisions, Southwest, Select Board Chair went over it, then it went to our attorney, made some minor edits, then over to Southwest Harbor's attorney, who made some minor, edits, nothing substantive was changed, just some wording. And then the Southwest Harbor Select Board reviewed it and approved it at their meeting last week on the 11th.
You're getting a lot more staff now, not quite fully staffed, but 99%, is that correct?
We're getting there.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, good.
I like it.
Yeah, that's
And if you see a kid riding a wheeler down the road a little bit into a trail, you're just gonna
Well,
say, stay off the road, get over on that trail.
if I'm working July 1st, midnight to 8, maybe not.
Well, not midnight to 8, not midnight to 8. Daylight hours, okay, daylight hours. Yeah.
I'll make a motion to sign the contract for police services between the town of Southwest Harbor and the town of Tremont.
second.
Been moved and seconded to sign the contract for police services between the town of Southwest Harbor and the town of Tremont. Is there any discussion? All those in favor? Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, so, I guess never mind, I had a question, but it's not, never mind, I'm good.
You can ask me after.
I already asked my question.
Okay.
We only get one.
What do you got in mind anyway, Eric?
Yeah. All right, next we have Cape Road repairs. Jesse has gotten some bids from Doug Gott and Sons, BFP, which is, I think, Iron Coast Construction is their
Yeah.
other name, yeah.
Yeah.
And then John Goodwin. Yeah,
That's BFP?
yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah, that's,
Who's what? I missed that.
BFP is Iron Coast Construction. Hang on a minute.
Oh, they're the Beach Boys.
That's what I thought.
So in summary, if you go by the linear foot, the full length that we're looking to do in this round is just over 1,900 feet. So if you take the two lower estimates, Doug Gott and Iron Coast, Doug Gott comes in at approximately 18,000 plus the hammer hours, because we don't know how many that'll be. And Iron Coast comes in at around 52,000 plus hammer hours.
Slightly different.
yeah.
And what's Goodwin's?
Goodman's would be second. $63,000.
Yeah, we can do a lot of hammering for that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say that's, it's
So you'd be looking at
a
your
huge difference.
road improvement reserve to fund it, which has approximately $111,000.
And nobody had an idea of how much ledge needed to be.
No, there's only, there's 4 areas that need ditching. One of them needs ledge hammered out for most of it. It's, I think, a 200-foot section, and then there's probably another 200-foot section, and then there's a piece at the corner of a driveway, which is just a 5-foot section of ledge that needs
Mhm.
hammered out.
That's a good amount of hammering.
So, but it's not the whole 1,900 feet.
And was Iron Coast, did that include the hammer out? Oh, no, I see it now. Okay, never mind.
235, yeah.
It was less per hour for that, but just more for the linear foot.
Yeah.
400 feet, huh?
And the driveway culvert section, it's a small, there's only one, culvert, I think, needs to be replaced, so it's about a 8-10 foot section.
I motion to authorize contracting with Doug Ott and Sons for the Cape Road repairs at the quoted price.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to authorize contracting with Doug Gott and Sons for Cape Road repairs at the quoted price. Is there any discussion? All those in favor? Okay, next we have Steamboat Wharf Road repair. I'll let you take that one, Jesse.
Yes, so, Steamboat Wharf Road, as you may recall, we applied, for a FEMA, project scoping grant, to look at restabilizing a section of banking, on Steamboat Wharf, where the bank is collapsed. That's still in process. I think we're supposed to find out this month about our 4 grants we submitted to FEMA. However, if awarded, it's a longer process because it pays for the design of the repair, and then you'd apply theoretically for another grant for the repair itself. In the meantime, there's one particular section that's eroded further, and it's to the edge of the pavement itself, and about a foot or so away from a telephone pole. So I think it needs a temporary, immediate repair to prevent further erosion. You can see behind where the land is still intact, behind the telephone pole to the south, there's a big boulder holding in the bank. So my schedule hasn't aligned with Greg's yet to have him double check, but I believe if we just put in probably 2 large boulders and then backfill, to retain it in the meantime, in the interim, should suffice, to prevent it.
Josie, is this the same spot that you were
Yeah, it's
talking to me about?
right behind.
I hadn't had a chance to go look at it, I'm sorry. But yeah,
Yeah.
if we can use FEMA to fix that, that'd be excellent.
Yep.
How long the stretch is it?
The spot behind there is where I'd like to repair it. It's probably a 15-foot section, 20-foot section. It's a small piece. It needs the immediate.
Is any of the, I might have missed it, but is any of the pavement starting to crack there or anything?
Not yet in that spot, no, but it's right up to it.
Yeah, it's gonna need to be done soon.
Yep.
I make a motion to authorize the town manager to hire a contractor for the Steamboat Wharf Road repair at the amount within his spending authority, utilizing funds from the road improvement reserve.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to authorize the town manager to hire a contractor for Steamboat Wharf Road repair at an amount within his spending authority, utilizing funds from the road improvement reserve. Is there any discussion? All those in favor? All right, next we have the FY 25 salt bid. We have Morton Salt, who we have gotten it through last year, and that's at a rate of $76.65 a ton. And you know, Jesse's made a note that last year we paid $77.95, so it's gone down a little bit. And also New England Salt at $76 a ton, even.
Yeah.
And you've had very good luck with New England Salt.
Yes.
That's just up in Bangor, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what I thought it was. Dice Hearts up by there.
Wasn't Morton Salt just one, we only did them once, one year?
Once since I've been here.
Right.
Yeah.
We did them before, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. We swapped a couple of times, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the history on it since I've been here is that they had a ton of problems the winter we had them getting the salt.
Morton's.
And yeah, and the state was very upset with them not being able to fulfill. We actually ordered 1 or 2 loads from New England because we were out and Morton couldn't get it off their boats. So then the state, the next year awarded the state bid to New England, and then this year it's gone back to Morton with the state bid.
I make a motion to award the fiscal year 25 salt bid to New England Salt in the amount of $76 a ton.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to award the fiscal year 25 salt bid to New England Salt in the amount of $76 per ton. Is there any discussion? All those in favor? All right, next we have Friday, July 5th. Jesse wants a day off.
Don't shoot the messenger.
Yeah, that's all it is.
Don't yell. So this was not on my radar until last week, when the state decided to close all their offices on the 5th, in addition to the 4th. So I've had a few staff members ask what the status was for us on the 5th. The manager listserv, where all the managers in the state email around, started circulating last week asking what everybody was doing about it. Nobody that responded answered that they were open the 5th. They responded on there. They were either closing it as another holiday or closing it and giving the employees the option of taking leave time, or they could come in and work if they had office or work stuff to catch up on. But the office itself was remaining closed. I think a lot of the thought process behind the office being closed is, with the state offices closed, it makes it harder when people come in the Friday before holiday weekend to register boats and fishing licenses and that thing, sort of things. If the state's closed and we have questions, we can't process the registration, and it can lead to unhappy last minute customers. So I said I'd put it on here for your discussion, whichever option you want to go with, including being open as normal, is up to you.
And that is Friday, I was just checking.
That's a Friday.
And it's this year, we wouldn't make July fifth,
Yeah, correct.
like every year, right?
Yeah.
It's just 'cause it's a long weekend kind of thing.
Yeah.
I don't mind closing it. Just trying to think whether we should pay the additional holiday or.
How many holidays do you need, Jesse?
Yeah. When, this coming Wednesday is a paid holiday also, that got added to the personnel.
Yeah, this week?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
That's in there, yeah.
Which one's that? I lost track.
Juneteenth.
Okay. Can't believe they couldn't come up with a better name.
Yeah, I don't have a problem closing the office, I'm not sure how I feel about the paint part.
I know. Eric's always the one that lays down the law
Yeah,
with
come
that.
on.
Eric,
It's all up to Aaron.
You're so
Yeah.
sensitive.
I know. I don't mind closing it. I'm just not sure as if we should.
It should be paid,
Maybe,
sure.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you could give them the option to use their vacation time
Right.
or whatever
Mhm.
time they may have that, so.
I like the option of they can come in and work if they want, catch up like you said, or use a whatever day.
Yeah, just picked up an additional paid day off anyway this year.
Mhm.
Would it be hard though if only one person wanted to come in and work?
No, his office will be closed, so.
Okay.
And Jesse will probably be here no matter
Yeah.
what.
Yeah, sure, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, sure.
I'll be here.
That sounds like a good
Yeah.
option to me.
Yeah.
I'm fine with it being closed
Yeah.
and you can use your
Yep.
time if
Yeah.
you would like to get paid.
Mhm.
This year, you guys, no.
You need a motion on that, Jesse?
Yes, please.
I'll make a motion to close the town office on Friday, July 5th. And do I have to put in the pay part? Employees can choose to come in or not and use their earned time if they'd like to be paid for that day off. Is that?
Mhm.
Sounds good. Second?
It's been moved and seconded to close the town office this July 5th, and employees can either choose to come to work or take time off, but must be out of their sick leave. Is that close?
Yeah, close.
Okay.
Close.
Is there any discussion? All those in favor? Okay, next we have town manager's report.
All right, over the last couple of weeks, I met with contractors on the Cape Road, did a visit on Steamboat Wharf Road, renewed the volunteer insurance, had the safety committee meeting, had a, Seawall Road pre-meeting on Zoom with, the Southwest manager and DOT in the park. Conducted public works interviews, met with the Chief Hall regarding, the police contract. I attended the lobster boat race safety, meeting with the agencies involved, Marine Patrol, Emergency Management, things like that. I attended the lobster boat committee, meeting, helped set up for the election and worked on meeting prep. The clerk was busy with election training, BMV reports, lien processing, setting up for the election, running the election, filing liens at the registry, and handling the, assessing hearings, I guess, what they call them, for next week. Public Works, helped the harbor master with the transient floats, came to the safety meeting, did the interviews with me, truck 2 back from Ellsworth, moved salt towards the back of the sand shed, mowing and trimming, fixed Dodge Point Road potholes, trimming on the trail out here around the solar array. The fire alarms were tested at the Public Works garage, and the fire company replaced extinguishers, and they had the mower deck repaired on the lawn tractor. Harbor Master launched the transient floats, switched out a float from the southern side ramp to the transient, with the transient floats, repaired the southern side ramp boards, screwed down some loose boards, repaired a ladder by the hoist, fixed broken rails on the southern finger floats, researched the building replacement for the Harbor Master shack where the wharf house was, trash cleanup, assisted sailboats coming into the transient float, cleaned up the Harbor Master boat, and checked on Seal Cove, did some minor repairs out there. Now, over the next few weeks, I will be attending the Seawall Road DOT meeting on June 27th. We have a pre-meeting again tomorrow on Zoom, and I have the FEMA scoping meeting for the public assistance for the wharf repairs.
Okay.
What kind
Thank you,
of
Jesse.
research did Tyler come up with the wharf house?
We have three building proposals for you to look at, probably at your July meeting, and we're waiting for a couple quotes on groundwork for those to go with it.
Are those like the prefab buildings or yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pricing wasn't bad at all,
Good.
so.
In the seawall thing, you said you have another meeting tomorrow. What do they?
They want us to, they're gonna show us their slides and what they're planning on discussing to get our feedback,
Mhm.
This is with DOT and the park, or
just a deal.
just the DOT?
Yeah.
I think the park already approved it, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
They haven't said anything more about just fixing it temporarily, just to get it fixed, so it can be usable.
Yeek.
Best of luck to them on the 27th.
Yeah, good
I'll
luck
say
on the
that.
27th. That's gonna be a packed house.
All right, suggestions for the next meeting. Date of the next meeting.
Make a motion to confirm the date of the next meeting for Monday, July 1st, 2024 at 5 PM here in the town office.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to confirm the date of the next meeting for Monday, July 1st, 2024, 5 PM, right here at the town office. Is there any discussion? All those in favor? And lastly, we have an executive session titled Personnel Matters.
I make a motion to find that public discussion of these personnel matters could be reasonably expected to cause damage to the employee's reputation and/or to violate the employee's privacy rights, and therefore to go into executive session to discuss the employment, appointment, assignment, duties, promotion, demotion, compensation, evaluation, disciplining, resignation, and/or dismissal of an individual or group of public officials, appointees, or employees as permitted by 1 MRSA 405.6.A.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to go into executive session titled Personnel Matters as read by Kevin. Is there any discussion? All those in favor? We're out of executive session at 5:54. Motion to adjourn?
Second.
Second.
All those in favor?